Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to be giving you a quick tutorial on how to locate stocks on DOS Trader, which is the platform of choice for most active day traders, and a lot of the members of my investing club use this as well. So to start off, it is 6:53 in the morning market time, and basically this is kind of how I start my routine. I start my day. I use the Top List, which is a free scanner in DOS. I don't believe in paying for a scanner. We post it in chat every few minutes. So save your money there. You can either use the free scanner here, or you can just look in chat and someone's posting it every few minutes or so. To access this, all you do is go to quotes and then just hit Top List, and then you can kind of adjust it from there. So for example, today the stock of the day that's moving right now is Neuro, right? So if that's a stock, after I do my due diligence, I do my fundamental analysis, my technical analysis, and if I determine that that stock is for me and that's something I want to play, I will go to the short locate monitor. To access that, you are going to go to trade and then just hit short locate, and it'll pop up right here. Now once you save your settings for your setup, it'll always be there, so I definitely recommend keeping this locked in place somewhere so you can access it at all times. And all you do, it's very simple. You type in the symbol that you're looking for. You type in the amount of shares you're looking for. I always search higher than I want just because I like knowing how much is available at any given time. And then you're going to look at the route. You have to make sure your account number is right. And you're going to look to the route. And usually you'll have a few different options. I like to shop around first. So all you do is you hit inquire, and the price will pop out. So what this means right here, this 0.012 cents per share, means you're going to pay this per share. So if you locate 2,000 shares, you're going to be paying $24.75. Now if that's too pricey for you, or again, you just like to shop around, you can scroll through the different locates and go from there. Now most of them have what's called locate 4. Yours might be different, but it's generally, I think, this one right here. That is kind of a more expensive option, but if there's a very hard to borrow stock, you can always check there and they will send you an offer. You can decline the offer or you can cancel the order. Usually they will be pretty high priced, but it's always an option if there's not locates available. Now all you do after that, once you find the price you want, you go to locate shares, you put in whatever you want, and you just hit locate, you hit OK. Now they will show here and it'll tell you your allocated size right in this corner right here. The only other thing to note is not all stocks are you have to locate shares. Some of them are what's called easy to borrow, and to determine that, you will just look at the montage on your DOS platform, and right here it'll show the symbol S, which stands for shortable, and that means you do not need to pay for shares. And usually, honestly, if it is easy to borrow and you missed it, oftentimes it'll say already shortable after you hit inquire. Now, it is that simple. You can locate as many stocks as you want. There's no limit. On DOS, once you locate shares, they are yours for the day. As of right now, we cannot return them or anything like that, like TradeZero can, and you can use them as much as you want. One other thing to note is if you do end up with shares of a reg show stock, sometimes it will only allow you to use those shares one time. So you do need to pay attention to that. If it is a reg show stock, meaning it's very hard to borrow and most brokerages aren't offering it, you need to check with your broker, because again, sometimes you can only use those shares in once, out once. Not always, but it's definitely worth checking. Other than that, it's pretty simple. That's all there is to it. As far as locate costs, that is a very personal thing, and I think as a trader, you need to determine where you're confident and what your best setups are. For me, if it's an A+ setup, I really don't think about the cost of locates too much. I mean, there obviously is a limit. If I'm locating 5,000 shares and there is the potential to make $5,000 or more, or even $2,500 or more, I'm not thinking twice about it, because in my opinion, if I locate 5,000 shares and I pay $250 or $300 for an A+ setup, I mean, in 10 cents, I'm making back the locate in a 10-cent scalp. Day to day, you're really not faced with those kind of challenges of paying that much. I've seen Alex pay $1 per share to make $3 per share. I know Bao kind of has his limit at like 20 cents per share because of his style of trading. Again, for me, I think if I can make it back in a 10-cent scalp on an A+ setup, I don't really care. On the day-to-day stuff, I try to obviously stay a little bit more conservative. But if I'm paying, for 5,000 shares, I'm paying less than $100. Again, I just kind of playing the odds right there. Locates are a cost of the business. It's part of playing the game. If you want to be a short seller, it's always going to be here. So you do have to come to terms with it. And something I would recommend is not allocating too much. I think a lot of people locate way bigger size or their max size every setup, and you have to be honest with yourself. If it's a setup that only is deserving of 2,000 shares, there is no need to locate 5,000 shares. Again, it's this early in the morning. I generally locate right away. If it's a setup that I think I'm going to be trading, I don't hesitate early on. I recommend when you're new, when you're trying to preserve capital, and you're still learning, locate a starter, and then you can always check back later for more. Just my comfort level, I like knowing that I'm set, and I'm okay paying some money for stocks that I might not use. So that is also part of it. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much all there is to it. It is very simple. Any technical questions, I definitely recommend reaching out directly to your broker. We are pretty good at answering them, but they are the best customer service for you because they can give you a 100% certainty answer. Thank you guys. Again, welcome to the Harvard of Trading, and I hope to see you in chat. See ya.